for a stupendous success in the G20. Though the G20 has been seen as the great Indian big fat wedding, on the one side were serious negotiations, so the serious track was there. On the other, there was all the frills and fancies of art, culture, meeting, greeting going on. And then, of course, there were a few relatives who were extremely upset. How do you see the G20, the outcome, and, of course, the opposition's reaction to it?
Well, I think G20 Delhi Declaration is a landmark piece of a document. And right at the beginning, unhesitatingly, I'll give all the credit to Honorable Prime Minister. And you will say, obviously, you're a minister, therefore, no. He had a complete picture of how this has to be handled in the country. He wanted it to be taken in every state and conducted in such a manner that the people feel that this is happening for our good. It is going to give something back to India. This is not just an international event, but all of us have something to contribute to it. So all this was explicitly stated by the Prime Minister even from the days when we were planning, much before he took it over from Indonesia in Bali. So we knew that we had to take it to all states. We knew that it had to be a very clear people's participation. We also knew that this was the way in which India's hospitality, Aditi Devo Bhava, will be showcased. And obviously the hardest thing, that the content of what we do is going to have such meat in it that people will participate, the delegates will participate with the nitty-gritty in their hand, so that the eventual document, which now is called Delhi document, Delhi Declaration, would be a landmark piece. Therefore, from the beginning, through the running in this 1 year, taking it to all states, showcasing the state's uniqueness, food, culture, their music, their festivals, their artwork, the craftsmen, everything was put in place. Now, is this something which is going to satisfy just our egos? No. Every member country and my counterparts have told me that India has actually handled it in such a way that it has lifted the entire G20 presidency for any country. It set a very high benchmark. And truly, some of them even told me that in their team, there would be at least one officer who's visited at least 10 destinations in this country in the process of the deputies meeting, working group meeting, and so on. So India has showcased itself as a good tourism destination. Culture has been showcased. People have been given a chance to interact with these delegates who came in. Many of the products which are top-notch products have been showcased there for them to buy it and even given as gifts by Honorable PM. All of us have given our counterparts. So it was utilized fully for putting India in its top position